the Game Changers podcast.
Morning. It's a beautiful day, Mzansi. Remember, we are the people, we are the passion, and moreover, we are the Game Changers. Welcome to the Game Changers podcast. I'm your host, Makwera, probably known as the Prof. And today is a special edition podcast. We are with Mabonza, others known as him as Makwera, but we'll introduce him. He will introduce himself in no time. But first, new guy.
Hey, how's it, my brother?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man.
Yeah. How have you been? How's the weather?
It's beautiful, man. It's summer.
Is it summer already?
I don't know. It's winter. It's a spring.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's already hot, man. And
Summer is next month. Starting next month.
Yeah, it's damn hot, man. It feels like summer, man. Honestly speaking, man.
Yeah, man.
Chaser, man. But then, are you good?
I'm good. Wonderful, man.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's always good to be behind the camera. It's always good to engage with what do you call our Game Changers subscribers. And we still want to thank all of you for supporting us, guys. We appreciate. Please spread the word. For information, so share our social media, share our YouTube channel so that many can learn from our channel, because our aim is to educate, our aim is to change the game. What do you think, Gerard?
I see on a new guy. Please like us on Facebook page, which is the GC podcast or the Game Changers Evolution. Subscribe on our YouTube channel, the Game Changers Evolution or the GC podcast. Also on all social media platforms, you name it, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, etc. So please find us there. Mabonza,
Sure.
how are you, my man?
I'm good.
Good,
thanks.
man.
How are you, my man?
Good.
Good.
So please, for the benefit of our viewers, please tell them who are you and what are you all about?
Okay. I'm Bonakele Meki. Famously known as Boni, aka Makwera. I was born and raised in Sharpeville.
Yeah.
I was born on the side of Pelindaba.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
I-
Between Pelindaba and Kissington, somewhere there, because the
Okay,
story
I see
is
the
that.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
was
near the
actually-
church.
Yeah, near the
Jubilee
church.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was born there, not even on the hospital. So,
You were homeborn.
yeah,
Yeah.
homeborn. So we moved to Tepiso around 1993.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Because it
were
started
there.
around 92 then.
Yeah,
It was
92.
complete, yeah.
Yeah, so I grew up there in Tepiso. Yeah, born and raised there, and I was raised by my two parents. We were a family of 5. I have 4 brothers, and I was the last born. So I went on to primary school, Tshwarana Primary School, and then I went to Lebanon Secondary School, and then I went on to further my studies at Valley University of Technology, doing electrical engineering, and then I ended up graduating and securing a job after such a long time of struggle. But with patience,
Yeah,
I
we'll
managed
touch on
to-
that as well.
Yeah.
It's way of life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So
you need to struggle first before you become what you want.
Yeah.
It's
true.
always a challenge. Nothing comes for free. You
Yeah.
need to earn it. You need to work hard.
Yeah.
Easy,
So-
but they say easy come, easy go.
Easy go. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem to be quite humble, but I remember when we were in during the days when we were back in Tshwarana Primary School. Some of us we were just on average students or just those students who are not good, man, and we only relied on the likes of Boni so that they can be able to help us come with classes. So
Yeah.
please take us through that journey. How was it? How are you? Were you enjoying the school, and what made you to your grades to be much better than people like us we're average. Because now, to be honest, some of the things still are maybe impacted in my averageness or maybe being poor. Maybe it might be because I was too focused on the sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one I can't lie and say I was reading, I was getting my books and stuff. I never studied or I never read the book. I never studied, not read the book. I never studied from grade 1 up until grade 12. To be quite honest,
Yeah.
we tried with new guy cross night during the grade 12,
Yeah.
but after the demise of my father, then we ceased and we never studied. Then we're just studying like we are reading a newspaper. But
Yeah.
from your side, how was your journey, your academic journey or your learning journey from primary school?
Okay, I will be honest on that one. Yeah, I remember in 1998, grade 1.
Oh yeah,
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 as a
yeah.
learner, I remember the late Mem Sibeko, may her soul keep resting in
Yeah,
peace.
So we are still in one class with Shege. That means because
Yeah.
Shege was in grade 2B, Mamstai, which is Memfuken right now. I was in 2B with Shege, and he decided to go to another class, which is grade 1A, which was
Yeah.
Mem Sibeko.
Yeah, Mem
Yeah.
Sibeko. So I remember one day they called my mother and they said, Mme, ushebe ngwana ona." So at some point, I feel like some of the things, there are two different students in life. There'll be that student who is more naturally gifted.
Oh, yeah,
And there's
yeah,
that
yeah,
student
yeah.
who will put more of the effort
Yeah.
and have those kind of grades. So for primary, to be honest, I wasn't really that focused. It was something that happened
Naturally so.
naturally.
Yeah.
So one of the things is that when I checked as I grew up, I'm very good with memory.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
whoa,
forget easily. So I think back then, whenever the teacher was teaching us and doing the lessons, I could capture very easily and I could get
Yeah.
those good
I
marks.
was about to
Yeah.
say you were too focused. So you saying you're not too focused. It's not true for me, man. You were humble and too focused.
Yeah.
Not involved in many things.
Yeah.
Too focused. We
Unlike
know.
his brother, he
Ah,
was
Travel in
he was a
paradise.
trouble
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, when we mention my brother, it's something that I would like to teach the youth about out there.
Yeah.
As we grew up with my brother, my mother would say to him, Kulu, why usa tshwanele boni in terms of acceptance?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because sometimes our backgrounds are different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you go out there, you find but Bashapu, people who had DSTVs back before everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
one person who had that in their family was Tsopo Magogo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because we used to see it from Tsopo, but from ours we were used into aerial TV.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So yeah, it's just a matter of acceptance.
Yeah.
If our youth can learn to accept their situation at home and have a plan on how are you going to change whatever the situation it is, then everything should be fine. Because my brother was that kind of person whereby he would go out there and see other friends who are, I don't want to use the word cheese, but who were fine from home. And then he would come back and complain to our parents, say, no, guys.
And during those days, they were cheese boys. We must put
Yeah,
it like that.
man.
Yeah. It was cheese boys.
It was cheese boys.
They were cheese boys. That was it.
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah.
So just accept your home situation. It is your responsibility to make sure that the next generation doesn't become
Suffer.
like your doesn't
Absolutely,
suffer.
absolutely. And you spoke about memory, and the thing that we have to take cognizance of is that we have two memories, but everyone has the memory. And everyone has a strong memory, depending on which memory you have. And that's where we need to discover ourselves. We have a long-term, short-term memory. We have a long-term memory. We also have a medium-term memory. But you can only be strong on one of those. So it's just have to discover yourselves. Maybe you had a long-term memory whereby you never understood at first, but when you write something, maybe something like a test or exam, you can remember or recall what the teacher was saying. Then there's a person who can read now or study now and has to execute everything today or tomorrow. Because the thing about the long-term memory, there was this thing that used to catch us. We would read, you remember, you guys, we would read and say, we have read, we have studied. Go to the exam or go to the test, blank.
Yeah.
After the test or tomorrow, every answer comes like nobody's business. Then you regret why this thing comes today. You know, it is because we never understood ourselves that we have a long-term memory rather than a short-term memory. And even if you have a short-term memory, there's a something that has to happen in your brain cell, which is to transfer the information to another hemisphere of your brain memory, so that we can be able to execute whatever thing that we have studied. So normally we consume a lot of information. We don't wait a bit for it to digest and for it to transfer into much folded information, so that you know each and every information that you grasp has its folder. So maybe I would suggest maybe you had a long-term or medium-term memory. That's why you could recall what the teacher has said.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true, because I realized later in secondary and varsity, most of the theoretical part of the subject,
Yeah.
I would come back with all of the marks. Even I remember physical science.
Yeah.
The first part, the first 4 questions
Yeah.
were not too much of calculations.
Oh,
You find matching columns, defining terms, one-word term. There I would score.
Yeah.
And then I will struggle whenever the calculations come in. So
Also like about maths 1, physics 1, physics 2.
yeah.
You guys, you wanted to say something?
No, actually, you are touching on a very important word. When you say memory, we used to read just to. I think we lack a technique.
Exactly.
If we had a right technique to study, I think it will be much better.
Yeah.
So we were reading just to pass.
Yeah.
And even now, there are people just to memorize. I remember when I was supposed to study, I will sing, studying in my bedroom, preparing myself, hoping to memorize that tomorrow.
Yeah.
You see? So we used to put our pressure, but then it was the technique. I think if we can get the right technique so that you can remember those things.
I think you are doing the right thing, but you are doing it on the last hour.
Yes.
For you to have an information and to grasp the information, you need to do a rapid studying or rapid exercise of memorizing those things that you have studied.
Yeah.
So I learned this on the later stage in life, when I was now on the tertiary level or post matric. So when you repeat, you don't have to repeat on the last hour.
Yeah.
If you are writing next week, start repeating and cramming everything today.
Yeah.
Up until by Friday, close all the books and repeat whatever thing that you have been repeating, whatever thing that you have been cramming. It is right. You start with the cramming. You cram, then it will transfer into being a memory, because it will now be part of you. Because if you like a song and you sing along for a couple of times, by the time you sing the song for the 10th time, lyrics, now you are singing it from the heart. You know the song now.
Yeah.
So that's how you're supposed to study as well. So, but also, like you guys have touched, techniques are most important. So before we get into the crux of the matters, what are the memories that you remember about the primary school times?
I remember great memories back then. Yeah, they would choose certain students to perform on debates. And I really liked debating. And I think I started liking to write from a very young age.
Oh.
Because I remember the late Mem Zulu.
Yes.
Yeah, saying, this child in grade 2, the way he writes his essay, they would call it Moqoqo.
Yeah.
But so I think I liked it. I started to love writing and reading from a young age, which is something that I would like also to educate our youth with.
Yeah, please
say
do.
That I've realized the inability to read in our nation. Yeah, there's this lack of reading, and not just to read because of an academic purpose. People, you will post a picture on Facebook, you'll see with the reaction that this person didn't even read
Before
the
you,
caption.
before
To
you,
understand,
before
yeah.
you finish your analogy, I just want to back up what you have said. It because this is on the official statistics of basic education of South Africa.
Yeah.
That our people from the young age, they don't read for understanding or for knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they don't read for me. Yes, new guy. That is the term. They don't read for understanding and meaning.
Yeah.
So this to just to pump into what you have said, and
Yeah.
but you're saying something about Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. So now I write poetry. I love poetry a lot, and
Yes.
then I just write short poems, just
Yeah.
the one page,
Yes.
and I try to share with people. But you will see that, hey, it's a problem. After 2 days, you ask somebody, hey, what was that poem saying? How do you feel about it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're like,
yeah.
hey, that thing is too long. I'm like, no, man.
Yeah.
No.
You're used to videos and pictures. Yeah.
And pictures. That's what I
Yeah.
said one day on Facebook. I said, I don't know what I must do now because I want to express, and I can't do that with pictures only. So yeah, I remember from primary, I was very good with writing and reading, and then I took part in debates. Yeah, and then even in secondary school, it was the same thing. You get top marks there and there, but
Yeah.
obviously, the competition was always there.
Yeah, we heard about
Yeah.
Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn
Kele.
Kele.
We have we heard about Sapu Makoko. Kereni Makateng, Ana Mukiti,
Ana Molete.
Malete and
Munyai, Ana Munyai.
Munyai,
Munyai.
the honors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There were a lot of bright students. But later in life, you could see that sometimes, besides the grades, sometimes persistence and commitment. Later,
Yeah.
that's where you see what matters, because that natural talent from young ages, as we grow, you see that now it becomes more of a challenge. It's no longer that children's
yeah.
smartness and what. Now it needs you.
Yeah.
And then we see as we grow that I heard somebody speaking about you for an example,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he said, hey man, that guy surprised me.
Yeah. So we'll touch on that. Game changers. We are still having a background noise. We'll come back in no time. Sharp. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No. So what was the dude saying on Facebook?
So no, it was not on Facebook actually. It was
Oh,
face
yeah.
to face.
Yeah.
And it's someone I will tell
Yeah,
you
yeah.
after the record. So he
Yeah.
was like, that guy really surprised me, and he was like, no, I'm proud.
Yeah,
I'm proud.
yeah.
It's like that kind of thing. Like I didn't see it coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So big ups, man.
Oh, thanks,
Big
man.
ups. Yeah.
Thanks.
Big ups.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say, I think I've been there. The only thing is, we had our own share of difficulties when we were growing up. We were just based on where we're coming from, and there are some things that we struggled off, and teachers never gave us a chance. So I'm one of people who works hard. Everything that started from me, people started laughing at me. And then later on, from football, people praised me, knew me when I was at my peak. But it started horrible. I remember one time we were with Tapelo. We went to visit Tapelo, Lahapu. You
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
Lahapu? We
I
went with Mgatani to visit Tapelo, Lahapu. Then we went to his place. And he said, "It's a chance. I forgot that I have to attend training." He was playing for Mafui by then, the Masuna Papa team. And it was good by then. It was Bo Chicken, Bo Banana,
Yeah,
Bo Pro,
yeah.
those,
Yeah.
those guys,
Yeah.
Then the coach was Danger. You remember Danger,
Danger,
Papa D.
yeah.
Yes. And he was asking, and we were wearing our own jeans. We were training with the jeans. We are not wearing shorts. We are not wearing a football attire.
Yeah.
So we started training there. After the training, so the guy said, then he picked Mkatan
Yeah.
and said, you should bring Mkatan. So to move fast forward, we played. I joined our Tsepiso team. that was called Sepiso Stars. We were playing with Shege, Kisto,
Yeah.
Ronaldo,
Aldo, yeah.
yeah, all those Baba,
Yeah.
all those Ndlela as well. So we started playing there. We play. There was one game that we played. We played against Benza. Then they scored us 5, and they never entered our territory, but they scored 5 because Manchester was scoring from the center. All 5 goals.
Yeah.
You know,
Distance.
our goalkeeper was shivering the shots that Manchester was producing. So we lost 5, but Benza insisted on Mukatan plus because Mukatan went to Benza after that to say he should bring me back into training by Monday. So I started training in Barcelona, and that's where I started to take my peak because I was playing in the midfield. People that never knew that I was playing in the midfield, but Benza converted me into being a striker because there were no strikers there.
Yeah.
It was only Opa and Bast who were the strikers.
Yeah.
And we found Aboma fresh as well, but they were not in our own age group because by then I was not yet grown, you know. So we played with Aboma fresh. Those were the typical strikers that we relied on, you know. But after they left, then that's where the struggle became, and we had to step in. So that I started my journey from the bottom. Even on music, people on music, when I was at my peak, they were surprised because I was laughed at first. So even on academics, I think I've been there, but the problem is that our teachers sometimes they fail us. The kids who have potential or who shows the potential or who shows that they are able to do something more than the others who are struggling. They focus on those children who have the support in terms of academics, but they neglect those who are struggling.
Yeah.
So one thing that attests me on that is because I remember each time our class get into trouble. You remember when we were asked a question, and then nobody knew anything in the class, and the teacher will just shiver us and say he is going to beat us like master. I remember this incident in grade 7. We were in economic management class, sciences, which is EMS. So he asked what was the abbreviation of ATM. The entire class was clueless. I knew the answer, but I was shivering because I grew up with those things that we are just an average student. Well, now we can't get into that position. It's about Glenn and Bokrain and other people. So we are not given that opportunity to express ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think some of the teachers failed us, and some of the teachers still continue fail some of the young people who have potential even today.
Even today,
So the entire class was clueless. But to cut the story short, I managed to answer that answer, and I was a hero by then.
Yeah.
But obvious after 1-2 days, you are forgetting. You are not. It's back to normal. So that's where I wanted to study it. So I wanted to make just a clarification. I've been that person who knew because my knowledge I grasped it from the observation and their life experience.
Yeah.
Hence I knew a lot of things, but I couldn't express myself because I was not deemed as that student. Yes.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a very important topic actually. I'll say on that. It brings me back to what I've said about what do you call the foundation of teachers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If they will, I would say everyone has a potential. It doesn't matter
Yes.
where your what do you call your background it is. So the thing is that because of background, it makes you less important.
Yeah.
So and it kills your spirit.
Exactly, man.
And you feel like you are not part of that. You don't belong to that.
Yeah.
So everyone has every child. If the teachers can focus to every child, for that, because of they are there.
Yeah.
Hence now I see the government has done. We never had that foundation phase. Now which is it's ACD
Or ECD for grade R.
You see, because of that, but
Yeah.
still they're still neglecting other children.
Yes.
You see, and it's even in the house you will have a favorite where you favor these kids and that one. You see, so it's a problem I think we are having as a black nation.
Yeah.
Because you know what I've seen to whites, they invest in their children, and they don't say why. Why not start? Even let's they invest in them, they educate them. If ever one or is good in they'll send that person more you see, and they are it's their ideas. More ba romela bana ba bona ga batse ke ona na wa leka o sebetsa ka matsoho.
So they identify on the early stage.
You see, I think we need that because of all of us. We have a potential.
Exactly. Finish. You just wanted to say.
Yeah, I like what Tumelo has just raised up about different children. You know, Kasi mentality is killing our people because of lack of knowledge. I remember, in high school there was this teacher who would say, Luna, to some of them, the class DB. I will tell you now, some of the people who are artisans today are earning something like 40,000 rand from DB. Someone from VUT or VET could be earning equivalent or a bit lesser than that. So people need to give people information, the right information. They should not stop doing wrong things by saying this one is like this. Like Tumelo is saying, someone is good with hands. Now we can't be forcing him to be the same like somebody
academic
else.
Scholar who writes the research and stuff like that and essays.
So we should start educating people to say that to work with hands is still work, and people are skilled out there. When they have their trade tests, they can work great jobs. They can even do businesses on their own and become entrepreneurs. Those are the kinds of information and knowledge we need to spread to our youth, to say that no, college level, University of Technology, traditional university, as long as you have something as a person that you can equip yourself with so that you can be self-reliant, you can fight for yourself, you can use it, you have something that you can defend yourself with, you can learn something.
And you don't study for job's sake, but you study for skill's sake and knowledge.
And knowledge.
And it has created the thing of college are useless.
Exactly, man. I wanted to come to that. Yes,
that even Ramaphosa around 2018, they had it's more like a campaign, but then they didn't push it forward. They were asking the grade 12, you can go into university. Hence they proposed that at least around grade 10 you can start going to colleges. You see, they were pushing that because of you'll find that man, this thing is disturbing.
Hey, this gun. Hey, I hope they don't shoot us.
It's disturbing, honestly. You know, they were pushing for this guy for youth to go to colleges and give some college opportunity, because of you'll find that you have passed, but then you are unable to get into universities.
And touching on that, new guy, please be with us, Game Changers, because we have a funeral and there are some guns there's a comrade who has been laid into rest today, so there are some guns that have been shot, so don't mind our background noise.
And we're at a memorial
Recall Hall. Where in 1960 people were shot in Sharpeville. So touching on that, new guy, you reminds me on something, and this is what I wanted to say, and we have been saying with this with Shega off camera, but some years ago. Guys, I don't want to lie, and I don't want to be sarcastic or something. College content, guys, is difficult than university. Hence, when we get into the university, we excel like nobody's business. It is very, very difficult. Like college content, guys, is difficult, and the matrix that they use to grade you is very difficult, and you write a national paper, which makes it to be very, very difficult, beyond imaginable, because you don't know what are the possible questions that you're gonna answer, or that are going to appear on the question paper and stuff like that. So, college is not as simple as people think. College is difficult, you know.
Prof,
Yeah.
there's one thing I did discover years back. Now, I was
Yes.
studying with this college,
Check.
Intake College,
Yeah.
yes. I've realized something, and with your family, we realized something, both of us, that
Yeah.
because of uh, it was what he said to me.
Yeah.
He was studying, what do you call?
I think it was PR. It
Yeah,
was
he was
public
studying
relations. Yeah.
into PR.
Yeah.
And he found out that the information that he got is far, what do you call
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Is far more than what you do in the first semester. We can, in college, you can do that in the first year of, so,
Produce a content of 3 years
Yes.
within a year.
so hence I'm saying college, it's good. I tend to agree with you.
Yeah, I tend to advise people, even when they're first like good with a bachelor's degree to qualify to study in university. I always advise young people when they come to me to say, for me, start to the college, especially those who are young, especially who had matriculated around 16, 17, to say also you need life experience maturity because varsity is wild, guys.
I think
It's
it's
party
way too
after
fast.
party, especially at the times when you write the test 1, test 2, the last test, second test and third test, an exam. Those are the times where you see more often of celebrities. And some of them you never saw them. You only see them on TV, and it's very challenging. So you need personal discipline. You see. So
Yeah.
hence I advise people to say start at a college first, then go to varsity afterwards.
Yeah.
Tell them it's from experience, man, Mabe. I think you should tell them it's from your experience.
Yeah.
Because of I've seen some of people I work with.
Yeah.
They went back to school matured.
Yeah.
Hence I'm saying I think if you'll go matured, because go and trial and fail at college.
Exactly.
I think it's a way, because of, if you can see, most of white people, they go straight to college.
Exactly.
Unlikely you won't find them in the what do you call it?
University, yeah.
Universities. Yeah.
Yeah. So you touched something on the teachers and not being focused on other people who need special attentions or who need to express to themselves. So this brings me to this question, and I've been asking other academics to ask you, do we nowadays study teaching because there's a lot of people migrating to study teaching because there's a lack of job? So are we migrating to the career of teaching just because we want to sustain ourselves and survive? Or is it because of we think like we have a calling to be able to assist this special student who have capabilities, each and every individual? So why are we getting into teaching career nowadays? Is it because of survival, or is it because of that's the career which we seek to help our young upcoming generation?
To be honest on that one, it's a matter of job security.
Yeah.
That's where you will see
Fact.
most of the graduates will venture into what is this PGCE?
Oh yeah, PGC.
Yeah, because now
Yeah.
it's very easy to get a job as a teacher, and now you've studied and you're struggling, and we are poor. You just want to get out of this situation, and now they go there unless someone out there will learn to love this thing. Because even in relationships, it happens. You start with this person, you say, I just want to chow this lady. After some time, you end up, hey, this is your wife now.
Yeah.
Hey, there you have kids. So, but to be honest, I think a higher percentage is going that route because of job security.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
actually,
a matter of job
you are
security.
100% right.
Yeah.
I will say to Prof, it's everyone actually, even it's about survival. Whether you go to a certain job or whether you go into certain career, it's about survival. We do things for survival. There's no purpose why you wanna go there. Because if we will go to the oldest formula where they used to say, "O batla ho ba eng?" You bona hearing it? And they will ask
Yeah.
the reason behind why o batla ho ba le ponisa, why o batla ho ba le sole, why o batla, yabo. So I think we need to check why we're in certain positions, why are we following we're following the following paths. So it is a problem to to our nation.
Yeah.
Because of if you're gonna excel in what you do, you need to love it. You need to you need to put some passion on it. So we lack that as a people. I think we have touched into a lot of topic, and I think we need to get. I don't know, Mr. Mapi, what do you think? We need to get to the right topic.
Yeah, no, this topic leads to the main topic which we wanted to get into, and I'm still searching for what that poem that Bonnie had written previously, which I'd like us to start there. So here's the here's the topic. Here's so we want to touch on and our theme was to say, where are they?
Where are they?
Where are they? Which is the people, the talented people that we saw, we grew up with, and who made our life to be more entertained, to be more exciting, and to look into the future with much zeal and hope.
Hope to life.
Hope to life. So here's what Makwera or Bonnie had written on Facebook. It reads as follows. Deep down, I feel sad about Boyki Kolisang's death. Deep down, I was saddened by Ndabanhlapo's last breath. From wealth, deep down, I feel sad about Dedi, Malam, Jenza's health, and Dedi Malamu, Jenza's health. Deep down, I'm not proud of giving my fresh cash to collect trash. Deep down, I miss Matsidiso Mashaba's chain. Deep down, I need strength. Deep down, I feel bad about Stephen Ranzi being gunned down on board Daylight. He wasn't always doing the right thing, but we were once a childhood friend. And very tight, but deep down, I wish I could get my brother Kulu to his original self. But unfortunately, in life, sometimes things you cannot do. There are some things that you cannot do to them or yourself. Deep down, I miss Thabo Mzozo and Vose Mavi. Deep down, I remember Bongi Wabo G Coast as a leader of Gumboots, of the Gumboots dance at the Tsoranam Primary School. Before he thought leading the drugs was cool, deep down, I miss the times when we danced Pantsula with Nikki. Aletu and Kwena, Atmen, not forgetting Mafale, the Fax, Fakito. This drugs has stolen a lot from me. Deep down, I wish Chivas was still working at MAB Auto Body, feeding for his family. Deep down, I am worried about Staza and Poster. Deep down, I am worried about Sele Magaqa. Deep down, I feel the death of Stebu. Deep down, I am happy for all survivors. Deep down. And that's how the poem goes like. And these people he had mentioned, we know them live, guys, and these were very, very, very talented. But before you go there, Mabonza, what was coming through your mind? What was the thought behind this poem, and what inspired you to write this? Because I can see it was deep and personal.
Yeah, when something happens next to you, then you can feel it.
Yeah.
So some things, when they happen from a distance, you won't really feel. So
Yeah.
my brother is one of the victims of drugs, and that's where I realized the impact of drugs, and those friends that we had, people who were talented. I always say that, to me, drugs have killed more people than COVID-19. The ones that I know, drugs have killed many. So most of my poems, I think 65% of my poems always revert back to drugs, because it's very hurting to see the young people being dead while alive is killing our nation. And I always feel like I want to make an impact. I want to make a difference through writing, through poetry, through engaging with them. I hang with these youngsters
Yeah,
along
yeah,
the streets, and what I use is respect.
yeah.
There was this saying that I grew up with. My parents would say, "I'm a holo a hlomphe a monyane, a monyane a tsebe ho hlompha a moholo." So that's what I do in our community. And I believe small progress is still progress. If
Yeah,
I
yeah,
help one
absolutely.
guy to get out of drugs, to me, it's a very victorious thing. So this thing, it kills them slow, and I saw them deteriorating. All of the people that I've mentioned
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and you'll find that some of them, it kills them indirectly,
Exactly.
not through the injections. Someone gets shot over
Yeah,
drugs.
yeah.
Father got stabbed over drugs. So that one person that I can help, I will always help. You know what they say? They say you can take the horse to the river, but you cannot force it to drink the water. But that does not mean if Shege didn't want to change, now I'm not gonna help Lhonono.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
mission is to carry on.
yeah, yeah.
Whether Sele relapsed, I'm gonna give Lhonono a
A
chance.
chance, yeah.
Lhonono, I would like for you to appear just so that they can see what I'm talking about. So this is one guy. He was a friend of my brother. We fought this fight together. He went from Nyaupe. He used to smoke with the late Ndabantlapo.
Serious.
Yeah, he used
Yeah,
to smoke with Ndaba. I would see them, and it's not nice. Yeah, if you are a person you're gonna rejoice over people's downfalls,
yeah,
then
yeah,
you have a problem.
yeah,
There's one poem that I wrote that is titled "Jealous Down,"
yeah.
because we're not gonna go anywhere as a nation when we are jealous.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So yeah, when people have something to do, we need to support the initiatives, just like this GC prof.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to touch on it.
Yeah.
I'm very proud, guys. I don't
Sure.
want to lie. We don't have to see such things out there. Hole le
Yeah,
rona.
yeah.
So when I first saw this thing, I was like, yo. But remember, I didn't say anything to you. So as
Yes,
people,
yes,
we don't
yes.
have to wait for someone to
Yeah,
tell you what you're doing is good.
yeah,
Do what you do. It
yeah.
is always the right time to do what is
Absolutely,
right. So
absolutely.
sometimes, Kasi, we have this thing of waiting for approvals from Batu. That mentality is not gonna work. That's why I was telling you that this guy was talking about you to me, but
Yes.
he's not gonna say to
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Papi, this and this.
Yes,
So
yeah,
yeah, we need to, guys, to the youth, we need to be careful about the Kasi mentality.
yeah,
Yeah, please, whatever you do, do it for yourself. Don't do it for people, because you will never prove people wrong, because they're always wrong.
yeah.
Do things for yourself. Don't put yourself under pressure. Have patience. If I can tell you my story from varsity to now to get a job, nowadays graduates is just 1 year unemployed. Hi, me, hi, what's one? Hi, Godman, on sendela deposit and I'm like, ish.
You like patience
Patience is the last defense you have. Patience is the last line of
and
defense,
persistence as well.
and persistence.
Yeah.
So, me, if you're a graduate, you are unemployed for 1 year, 2 years, and you are starting to complain, I'm like, hey.
So how long did it take you?
So I completed my theoretical modules in 2013
Yes.
after losing my bursary. I used the NAMPEC bursary
Okay.
because it was sponsored in Lebohang High School. So
Yes, yes.
I scored the bursary 2010-11. They took that bursary because I used the books carded from Sky to buy for other people just to get some cash.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
and then I went to carry on with NSFAS. NSFAS came through. Yeah, so after completing my theoretical modules, remember with engineering now you can complete the theory, you must still do 1 year in service training.
Exactly.
That's where things got stuck. I had to do production learnerships, SAB, NAMPEC, big companies, and I would move. I remember I once quit a job at NAMPEC, and my
Yeah.
brother was like, man, how could you do this? This job where you were able to buy a sneaker month by month. I was like, no, it's not about buying a sneaker.
Yeah.
When I'm there, when I see electrical technicians, when I see electricians, it
It's
hits
you,
hard
yeah.
on me, and I was like, let me free myself. You understand? I
Yeah.
moved out, and then I went on to SAB. I worked there again. I moved to this other company that was doing transformers. I only found apprenticeship in 2017
Sure.
from 2013.
That is
Yeah.
almost 3 years later.
Yeah, 3 years later, I did that apprenticeship. I did in service training in 2020
Sure.
during the COVID times. they say when you're about to hold the golden crown,
Yeah.
that's where the feeling of giving up comes in. Because I remember in 2020, there was this other thing that almost drifted me away from my dream. And
Yeah.
there was some kind of a contract job that was going to pay
Much
more,
more, yeah.
much more.
Yeah.
But now my qualification was going to be compromised. And I decided to stay and I completed. And just after I graduated, I was employed
Yeah.
by ArcelorMittal as a candidate technician. So someone can graduate immediately and struggle for a job, and
Yes.
someone can struggle to graduate, and just after you graduate, you get a job.
Yeah.
So what I want to say is
Focus on your own journey.
Yeah, focus on your own journey. Be happy for others.
Exactly,
as they
exactly,
go.
man.
There are people who we were role models to.
Yeah.
Today they driving cars. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. So people back at see they must stop poisoning one another. Hey, Kilambo Sarekida Koloi, wena ntwetsa. Those kind
Hey,
of things, they
man.
if you are weak mentally, they are
They are affect
Yeah.
and we are totally saying, it was unnecessary peer pressure and we're gonna win the wrong decisions, and which is something batlala.
Yeah.
I think you need to focus, same as what we have touched. Yeah, as individual or
Yeah.
umulumu on a background yeah.
Exactly.
So I think with that, in life you need to focus on yourself. You need to over that mind in a backbone.
Yeah.
You see. So if you lack backbone, you to end up below tile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So I'd like you to have a little bit of a conversation with Hlonono here, so that maybe you can give the crux of what is happening between the two of you and how you are trying to help him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Hlonono, what would you like to say from your side, from your experience?
Even if you can use any language,
Yeah,
it's
any
fine.
language from Tubengwa, what happened, qadile jwang, why, and then naka fitla jwang, wa etsahalang di-changes tse jwalo.
Ya ke la ka qala ka bua le bone a kgothatsa a re ke tlole di-drugs and then ka bona gore di-drugs ha na mo di isang teng. So ke bone
Voice.
gore ha ona mo di isang teng. So ke kgonne ho understand-a le nna ka kgona ho bona gore bophelo ba ka bo tla pele tlamehile ke lwane ha ke le motho ke lwanele gore ntho e ke e batlang ke kgone ho tseba se ke se batlang ke eng. So ke kgonne ho tlohella di-drugs bone ya nnang nka ile a nna nthusa jwalo nthusa until ke tlohela le right now no ke stress ke drugs free ha ke sa tsuba di-drugs
That's wonderful. Yeah.
for all next.
So o qadile like what ke nini mo qadileng wa nka first pool ya hao, like on maybe until high school kapa after high school ke nini mo qadileng ka first pool ya hao?
First pool ke think ke qadile ka 2005
Yeah.
ya qadile ka cigarette then ka tla ka matekwane then a nako ntse ya ka utlwa se isa re tawe se re jumpela di-drugseng ra jumpela nyaopeng ke mo re qadileng ho tsuba di-drugs
All right. So e qadile ene le wena batlang ho tsuba kapo like machita kwana a itseng this thing is cool ka mare za me mafi.
I think nana ke peer pressure ya bakgotsi o jutana ba bakgotsi tsubile jwalo.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's cool, man. You guy, you wanted to say something?
I'll say it's good that when the decision well as much. I'll say I say peer pressure. You made decision now. I wanna try this. I once we had a topic here, but then it literally ke discuss it. How I end up into one pool. It's all about a choice. Like you made a choice now, and which is it's a positive choice.
Yeah.
And in life, we already said the mistakes. You have made mistake and you have learned through that, and I'm proud of you, man, because I know you. I know you, man.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you, man, and it's a history in our podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
A victim and a survivor at the same time.
Exactly, man.
And
Yeah.
Our aim is to educate and change the game because of we see them and your poetry touched me. Honestly,
Much, man.
it really touched me. Like it made me to be too emotional. So I think we need more of you, Meki, so
Yeah.
that we can push, man. Oscar galahlela mauti, matso,
Yeah.
because of we tend to judge people.
Yeah.
See, it's more the whole thing we talk about.
Yeah.
It's coming back now. With our victim here.
Yeah.
So that I think we need to support each other, no matter the situations.
Yeah.
It hurts, man.
Too much.
You remind me. There's one guy in Rekenalena here TLC. So una usavila strati.
Yeah.
And what you found out na setsa liwane. Usapaisitse ledladla labo.
Yeah.
Those things, the painful, man. When you see that,
Too much.
una le this guy, una rata tsamaya le bo sephiwe ka gando. Una kena ntho what do you call it? Se sa apara tse blue ka fanabeng.
Liederlich,
Man.
yeah.
If you see such things, di otla mo pelong, man. Ke ntho tse leng gore ga re batle ho di bona, because of we need our nation, we need black people to prosper.
Yeah.
So I'm really proud, man. And
Absolutely,
don't
man.
look back, help someone. There's this guy I've seen to somebody. I think most people know him. O fatla thola fa batho tšhelete
Oh, yeah, from
whatsoever,
TikTok especially,
sometimes you will cry looking at that,
Yeah,
man. I think
yeah.
Michael Jackson change start with you.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
wanna see that change, start with you. Start with the man in the mirror.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we need to make a difference in people's life every day.
Every day. Yeah, no, that's true.
You're doing a great job, man.
Yeah,
And,
man.
Thanks.
and we are thankful to have you in this
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
I did discuss with Baba re lo bua ka di-drugs make you I didn't know. But
Yeah.
we are doing great, man.
Yeah.
Baba explained to me that Raman is doing this and this and this. Then I cannot. This is a good thing.
Yeah.
And, I didn't want to come today, but then because of that, man, it was important topic, and I think we need to help our people to be right, man. It's not good because of we struggle and role Meki.
Yeah, yeah,
we were
yeah.
struggling, man. It
Yeah,
was not
true.
easy, but then you are doing great, man. Like I honestly wanna say, you are doing great, man. Stay focused, man. Life will hit you hard. Very hard, but then don't back down. Never back down. And you should be proud of yourself, man. Ke yona ntho ya pele eo,
Yeah.
yabo. Ke yona ntho ya pele. There's this guy who fitlhile 18 yesterday Spain. Uthi if it mabana timme ka 10, if you can remember, on Thursday night. A timme ka 10 and motho wa fitlo tlo kokota ho yena a re mo go yena a re lo nwa. I bona ntho ya la ka spenda only for 2 hours. Yabo. O ile and I feel late mosebetsing ke ile ka momanya ke re you need to use your mind mfethu motho ha o rate you need to know that the man ha o rate ntho tlemleng o entse ko re mjetse mo ke a thoela ke re imagine if ba no fitla today ba ga Spanish fedile how do you feel ka baka la re mkhotsi some decision hence I'm saying, man, you need to understand me. Hence I'm saying you made a wrong choice. Decision was on you. Or just permission. I did for one day, but then ever yaba ke stop because of I knew this was not for me. And now you're on the right track because of you made a right choice. As I'm saying, we always have a choice, all of us, no matter what. Okay, influencer, you have a mind. We have choice, guys.
Yeah, it is never too late for one to have another dream. And there's this saying, time wasted will never be regained. But I come back and say, time is never wasted if you use the experience wisely.
Exactly, man.
I'm sorry, he's talking about a very important thing. And one person said something, and I apply my mind on it. He said, why politicians and why billionaires did not go to retirement. I'm posting so that you can reflect on that.
They don't go to retirement.
Yes. I'm answering that. we were talking with Bongani Myeni.
Yes.
He said to me, "Did you see that they have called back the CEO of Pick and Pay, the old CEO of Pick and Pay, and he's old. He's 70 years age, and he's old." I said to him, "He's not." I didn't understand what I was saying, but in this morning I understand why. I've said to him, experience is much more important. You see, so the reason why the politicians and beyond don't go to retirement, because they know you need you need to dream as a person. That's why there's saying that education you can tutor high to follow
Yeah.
and lose weight.
Yeah.
You see, so that's why you see them keep on pushing, but move on to another business, to another. They still even now we can call Baron, what do you call this billionaire? Baron Buffett.
Buffett.
Yeah, if you call that guy.
Warren Buffett.
Yes, if you call that guy who's from certain businesses, they're still dreaming. So we need to keep on dreaming. We need to keep on dreaming, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's also this saying that after climbing the greatest hill, that's where one realizes that there are more hills to climb. I think if not Nelson Mandela, but there's a quote that says. That's why I say I love quotes. Sometimes you don't have to read a big book.
Yeah.
You don't have to read a big book,
Yeah.
but have some encyclopedia, have some
Yeah,
Oxford dictionary.
exactly.
Equip yourself with some knowledge. Sometimes you will lose things because of small lack of knowledge.
Sometimes thesaurus just to have synonyms of the words.
Yeah.
You know, because one thing why I buy books and hard copies, even though we can have soft copies from the phones or laptops. The thing about the phone is that it's distractive. You're gonna read something there's gonna be a notification that pops up
Yeah.
and say maybe
You're gone.
maybe there's a lady that you have been trying to reach to.
Yeah.
Then she replies back. Already the focus has shifted from the knowledge that is valuable for your life and shifting to that someone else. You know, so hence I love hard copies so that I can be able to focus. And when I read hard copies, I ensure it's either my phone is on silence or a do not disturb, or I switch it off.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes information becomes so overwhelming. People seeking help right, left, and center, and now it's digesting your mind. So you just need to switch off from the world for just a little bit of 2-3 days, you know, and get back to them as well later on. But what you are mentioning is very important, guys. Knowledge trains. In fact, reading trains your vocabulary as well as your mind to think faster, to think cognitively as well, so that you don't get frustrated when you are at the head of the arguments. Yeah. So, guys, I think Bonnie, you are doing so great, and I think what you wanted to say is to say people should focus on the purpose. When you do something, focus on a purpose so that you don't get any quantification or verification or validation from anyone else to say, I want to do this. Then people say, you are no low guy and stuff like, because they don't know your vision. They don't know your burning desire inside. They don't know the purpose. Hence I say, so normally we've confused between purpose and career. Career, we embark on the journey of career to survive.
Yeah.
But purpose is something that eats you inside and say, I don't feel complete if I haven't done this. So if I haven't helped someone else, I don't feel complete.
I don't feel complete. Yeah.
I've discovered my purpose as well. I know my purpose, you know, and hence I operate on the ease now, because at least I've discovered, and it doesn't have money, but I've discovered it. But the question is, how do I assign it along the way of having the money? Meaning,
Monetizing.
While I'm still doing my career, how can I also help other people? You know, and this is how the business people and the billionaires operate. They have three accounts. They have their profit account, investment account, and the last one, it's kind of what they call it, but it's for something like non-profitable organizations where they want to social account where they help people. They don't want anything from people. They just help.
Yeah.
So that's how they operate, because they believe once they give, they're gonna get return of more, because they are helping. They are not sharing that profit only to them, but they are sharing it to other people who don't have anything.
Yeah. True.
So before you close, new guy, is there anything that you want to ask Bonnie or something?
Man, yeah, nothing much. I'll say, man, keep on doing a great job, man. Yeah, take care of the guys. Um, I think you must open organization now.
I was going to touch on that and say, I think it is still fine the way you operate, because normally we brainstorm much on opening the NPOs, but not doing the job.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would say just do whatever that you do, get a traction. Once you see that the number is now overwhelming, then you can start thinking about, because sometimes when we start and we start at the beginning and we start inviting other people, there might be a staccato, or maybe a nostalgia approach whereby things are moving slow and people are still dying that you want to help. So I would say if the number keep on increasing and now you are becoming overwhelmed, that's where you can start approaching other people to help you. But for now, for me, you are still having a luxury of checking out who are the people who are operating just like you,
Yeah.
so that when you operate, you call upon people not to benefit just because you have gained traction and you have gained followers, but because people are there to willingly help those people that you have common vision and common denominator of helping people. So that's how I would say that should be your approach. And Len, I'm saying, man, I wish you don't give up on this one.
Yeah.
I wish you don't give up, and I think this will be your purpose,
Yeah.
which you need to serve. Because the argument that I always say is that I hate when, as blacks, the only time we are remembered it's as if your child appears. Then that's where you're gonna say, "Hey, man, give one of my bonza. You remember? It's us also." Then after that, we forget about you as well. The only time we're gonna remember you, it's at your funeral, as Ribina Magogo, and when you see your children or your child.
Yeah.
And if you don't have your child, then the funeral is the last thing.
Yeah. True.
So when we make an impact to the community, we make the impact to the people, we will always be remembered of our efforts and our purpose that we delivered here on planet Earth. And this is what I'd like to encourage to everyone. Everyone has a purpose. You just have to discover it, and you'll find it when you do some trial and errors.
Yeah.
Please finish when you guys.
Yeah, man, and if you could listen to what we've been talking about,
Yeah.
and we have posed a question that why many people are starting to go to for teaching, and the question had a follow up of, are they doing for career purpose or to help people?
Yeah.
And it's a good question that you asked, Meki, and it was too personal to him. Even he didn't see it, but then I think it was too personal to him. So, Meki, you have a purpose and you have a calling. That was actually a look. I'm thinking, yeah. So, man, follow that, man. It's your calling, and it aligns with your poetry.
Exactly, man. Yeah.
So this is your purpose, man. Serve people and keep on doing that, man. I'm really proud, man. Because if we will look back, we'll have judged you and we'll have said many wrong things, and because of our background is determine who we are.
Yeah.
So now it's very important to us. To game changers, my last word is that we all have choice, guys. It's the same as Jesus Junior. Ola a bua le wena, re ke bega ntho tsohle matsong a gago, wena ikgethele. So meaning that hence I'm implying that we all have choice. Ntho nngwe e mo matsong a rona, and which is very important that we do what we think is best for us, not for motho o mongwe. They're always gonna be there, mphethe, hore Meki, let's do this.
Yeah.
Apply your mind before you do everything. Think more than twice. I think we will make a right choice.
And on a lighter note, everyone wants to take a selfie with Meki, so he has gained traction on on socials. Yeah, man. Your last remarks.
Okay, my last words would be, guys, for me to be wherever I am, I was helped by somebody. I would like to say thanks to Khatle Dutuleng.
Yeah.
He really helped me a lot in terms of being able to get into ArcelorMittal and obtain all of my trainings. So the thing is, one hand washes the other.
Exactly.
We may not be blood, but we're still brothers.
Yeah.
So let's help one another. When you are helped, make it a point that it just don't end with you. Go and help other people, even if it's not the same person who helped you.
Yeah.
Let's rise together. Let's push. Together we stand, and then divided, obviously we're gonna fall. Thanks a lot to the GC. It was an honor, guys, to be invited. I was really shocked, but at the same time I was happy. Like I said, that we need these kinds of things to happen within our space, not out there. We see them from other people. So I'm very proud and I'm happy. I wish you nothing but the best, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, we must be kind, guys. That is the most important thing.
And kind, yeah.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I'm gonna end. I saw Fifixual. I remember something about her friend, and it's very important to be kind, guys. Be kind and keep on checking each other. El Hlonolo, what do we say to our game changers? Yeah.
Manso ha o qetela fe.
mantswe a ka go qetela ke gore re se ke ra give upang choice ke ya rona motho le motho o na le choice ya hae so nka choice ya gae o le motho o kgone go tseba go ya kae ka bophelo ya le nna ke thabetse chance e ke thotseng for today ya game change this game changes.
Yeah, we are here to change the change, but guys. Yeah. Before I close, I would say unto willing important. Hence, I was going to say for me, I told some of the people when I was doing my video on my video graduate after I've graduated, and I said I thank everyone who had contributed to my journey because, man, the list is it's endless. You know, each and every category I've been into, or each and every life situation I've been into, someone had helped me.
Yeah.
So and hence I told them, I might not help them directly, but I will surely try to help them indirectly, even through their upcoming generation. You know, there are so many people that we need to thank, but the list is endless, and everyone, his or her contribution is very important. Hence, we don't want to mention names. But sometimes when you mention names, it's because of that moment and that situation which triggered everything and changed everything forever. You know, so I would say, man, let's help others. Let others help the others, and let the cycle begin. And let's have that type of mentality and change the mentality that we've been crying about, of Kasi mentality of wanting to drain everyone down. And when they appear top, then that's why we want to associate ourselves with them.
Yeah.
But when they need help, we go astray, we go AWOL. So, man, thank you very much for honoring Game Changers. Please tell us if you would like to see Mr. Meki back again on Game Changers podcast to share the knowledge and the wisdom that he has and the work that he has been doing throughout and moving forward. And yeah, man, please like us on Facebook and all social media platforms, your TikTok, WhatsApp, Twitter, and other social media platforms, and subscribe on our Game Changers YouTube channel, the Game Changers Evolution or the Game Changers podcast. We are the Game Changers. We are changing the game. I'm your host, Makwera, known as the Prof. I'm the cycle breaker, and I'm struggling to become a remarkable personage. I thank you all. Bye-bye.
Kindness is the language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see.
Absolutely.